Okay, so let's talk about the BMW R9T. The R9T has an air and oil-cooled twin-cylinder boxer engine. The bike is built by BMW since 2014 in numerous variations as a retro racer, roadster, or scrambler. Clearly from the beginning, BMW marketed the retro-style bike to custom builders and DIY enthusiasts as a perfect base bike to be customized. Now, I have to admit, being born and raised in Bavaria, clearly, I am a little bit biased here, because I more or less grow up around the boxer sound engines and at one point had a BMW R65 LS myself. For the following design ideas there are three phases. In the first phase there will be only minor modifications, only using bolt-on parts without the need of heavy customizations or fabrication. After that let's get a little bit more custom, adding a lower half and full fairing, which will need more custom build modifications and fabrications, but the engine, electronics, suspension and brakes will remain OEM spec including all riding aids. Let's get started with the base bike, a spec BMW R9T. In the first step let's remove the seat. Next remove the side upper frame covers. Now we will remove the original rear fender, rear turn signal, the license plate holder and the tail light. We also remove the front turn signals. Next let's remove the original mirrors, the headlight and headlight brackets, as well as the instrument dash and related brackets. In addition, we remove the entire handlebars, including all the controls, lever and handlebar grips. In the next step we are shortening the front fender or replace it with a shorter one from JVB Moto Parts. Now we will start with some paint work and black out the front disc screws, the front fender brackets, the lower fork feet, the upper and lower fork clamp. We also black powder coat the entire original exhaust system. On the engine, we black powder coat the engine valve covers. Next, we black powder coat the footrests and brackets. Finally for now we black paint the side air intake covers. Time to start rebuilding the bike. We replace the original seat with a custom bolt-on kit seat from JVB Moto. The new seat also includes a new integrated tail and brake light and turn signals from LSL. Next, we add some white lettering onto the Pirelli tires. And we also adding some yellow tire decal design elements you can find on the internet. In the next step we add a yellow side panel in the form of a vintage style side number plate. Now we install new lower clip-on handlebars from LSL and also reinstall all the controls and levers. We also add integrated handlebar front turn signals. Now we reinstall the headlight using a new bracket to get it closer to the fork or replace it with a smaller LED light from LSL. Next, we reinstall the OEM dash and instruments which also need a new custom bracket to fit it in the lower position. In the next step we install longer front air intake covers. If you don't want to custom make them yourself there are several options available online from third-party vendors. For the next step, in preparation for adding the new custom engine belly pan spoiler, we need to add some additional side brackets. There are several options for engine belly pans available online which can be used as the base to modify them into the version which runs all the way up to the air intake covers. In the next final step for the Street Fighter style version of the bike, we add an additional custom-made mid-fairing cover above the air intakes. For the version adding an additional top half fairing, we need to remove again the custom-made mid-fairing. Also, we need to remove again the front headlight. To add the custom-build top half fairing, we need to add some additional brackets. The custom half fairing will also house the new integrated headlight and headlight cover. If you don't want to build the half fairing yourself or don't know of someone who can do it for you, look for specialized like AirTech Streamlining. They are specialized to custom vintage fairings. Just as a design idea, we switch the front headlight cover of the top fairing to yellow. In the final step we replace the original tank badge with a custom silver one. If you don't like the yellow markings on the tires, here is how the bike would look without them. Some additional small design variations, with the side air intake cover in the original silver color. And without the yellow side panel. As an alternative to the seat from JVB Moto, here is how the bike would look like with the original OEM seat and the OEM hump rear cover. And to play around fit it a little more, we replaced the black seat cushion with a vintage brawn one. And to match the bronze seat cushion we also switched the handlebar grips to vintage brawn ones. For that variation, let's go back to the more naked Street Fighter style design version of the bike, and remove again the top half fairing. Reinstall the small mid-body cover fairing. And also reinstall the smaller LED headlight from LSL. Also let's update the tank badge again. To add more chrome to the bike, let's see how the exhaust looks in the original chrome version. This concludes today's design ideas and modifications of the BMW R9T. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.